Mommy say put me online now. I need education, I need information and news. TDN will let you know. We bring you entertainment, we bring you the people's view. We don't just do the talk, we verifying before reporting. We don't just do the talking, we verifying before reporting. Independent and credibility, that's why we are here to bring you unbiased news. We believe in independence and credibility, because we are here to bring you unbiased.
TN Africa. TN Africa. TN Africa.
Mommy say put me online now. I need education, I need information and news. TDN will let you know. We bring you entertainment, we bring you the people's view. We don't just
Yeah, I am Franklyn Williams. Breakfast with TDN is a news and current affairs program that comes up every Mondays to Fridays, 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. on our Facebook and YouTube Live. In our program this morning, Dr. Samura Kamara commits to asset declaration. 15 people has been reportedly dead from across the country. Also, SLPP North America boosts President Bio's campaign. All these and more we have for you in our program this morning. Stay tuned.
TN Africa. TN Africa. TN Africa.
Mommy say put me online now. I need education, I need information and news. TDN will let you know. We bring you entertainment, we bring you the people's view. We don't just do the talk, we verifying before reporting. We don't just do the talking, we verifying before reporting. Independent and credibility, that's why we are here to bring you unbiased news. We believe in independence and credibility, because we are here to bring you unbiased news. TN Africa Media.
Party, Dr. Samura Kamara, has expressed commitment to openly declare his asset. Dr. Samura Kamara made this statement in an interview with BBC. When questioned about the importance of asset declaration in combating corruption, Samura emphasized that both he and his cabinet will declare their asset once he assumes the presidency. He acknowledged that tackling corruption goes beyond mere asset declaration. It requires a strong political will to hold leaders accountable if they or their members engage in corrupt practices. Dr. Samura stressed the need for robust political will to appoint individuals with impeccable reputations to manage the Anti-Corruption Commission. He emphasized that the commissioner should not be subject to political influence, ensuring independence and integrity. Dr. Samura highlighted that implementing such measures would establish the proper channels to combat corruption effectively. That was Dr. Samura Kamara in an interview which he did yesterday with BBC Media. Well, as we approach the 2023 general elections, we've seen wherein the presidential candidate of the All People's Congress Party has been having interviews, and also he has been touring overseas countries. Now, the interview that was conducted yesterday, Dr. Samura openly said that he will declare his assets together with members of his cabinet if eventually he becomes the president of this country. And he also stated that the Anti-Corruption Commission should be free from government interference. And if elected, it will ensure that the Anti-Corruption Commission will not be influenced by the government. In another story this morning in Breakfast with TDN, 15 people has been reportedly dead from national disaster in the country. And according to the National Disaster Management, they said that, according to the disaster management, they said that the NDA of an old cotton tree falling on an attire base has killed 6 people and injured 13 others. And NDMA noted that they dispatched their northern region team to the scene, removed the corpses, and declared the debris. On May 9th, a 6-story building collapsed in the Old Road community, trapping people underneath. The NDMA advised nearby residents to relocate and conducted a search and rescue operation, which resulted in the recovery of 3 dead bodies. NDMA further revealed that on May 10th, Freetown experienced heavy rain, leading to flash floods and minor damages to some properties. Additionally, a perimeter fence collapsed in Bankole community, leaving 6 people dead and 2 injured. NDMA noted that they are working with partners to provide medical support to the injured and assess the impact to further actions. NDMA has also undertaken further mitigation exercises in various flood-prone communities across the countries. The public is encouraged to report incidents of disasters within their communities to the NDMA and is advised to trim weak branches close to their houses during the rains and move to higher grounds if they live in lower-lying areas. That was the National Disaster Management Agency in Sierra Leone, which is the NDMA, wherein 15 people has been reported dead across the country in disaster incident. And they've given advice to people that are residing closer, wherein they have the big trees, and they should trim down these trees, or they should move to a low-level line areas. And we hope that people will adhere to the conditions given by the NDMA as we are presently in the rainy season, and there has been heavy floods of rain in the country. And moving away from that, the SLPP North America has boosted President Bio's campaign. The SLPP North America has made a contribution of $45,000 to President Bio's campaign. And this was done in a fundraising dinner, which was conducted in America. The leader of the Young Generation Wing of the SLPP North America, YG Indolo, is said to be one of the major brains behind the successful organization of the fundraising ceremony in North America. Key among members of the guests that graced the occasion was Dr. David Moinina Senge, Minister of Basic and Secondary Education, and a cross-section of members of the National Grand Coalition to support the agenda of Bio's re-election campaign. Minister Senge pointed out 3 important areas in achieving effective service delivery, underscoring some key unique leadership styles of His Excellency President Mada Bio, which has made the Ministry of Basic Education an enviable ministry that has made great progress in terms of quality and education, both nationally and internationally. At the climax of this fundraising ceremony, the DVC chapter presented the chairman of the region of $45,000 check with an extra $2,500 presented to the chairman to support the campaign for re-election of President Bio. That was the SLPP North America Foundation in a fundraising dinner, making that donation to the chairman of the SLPP party. And also the minister, Dr. David Moinina Senge, was there to grace that occasion. And the $45,000 will be used to campaign for the re-election of President Bio. As we all know, we are fastly approaching the June 24th general elections, and the SLPP are doing all they can to be re-elected again. And we've seen wherein in the fundraising dinner, David Moinina Senge said that his ministry under the flagship of President Mada Bio has helped the country in terms of education, and they are willing to help again in that regards. And we are yet to see other political parties in that trajectory. We now take a short break, and when we come back, we continue with our program.
TN Africa. TN Africa. TN Africa.
Mama say put me online now. I need education, I need information and news. TDA will let you know. We bring the entertainment, we bring it the people's view. We don't just do the talk, we verifying before reporting. We don't just do the talking, we verifying before reporting. In independence and credibility, that's why we are here to bring you unbiased news. We believe in independence and credibility, because we are here to bring you unbiased news. TDN Africa Media. TDN Africa.
Breakfast with TDN, coming to you from our Facebook and YouTube Live. You can be part of the show Breakfast with TDN by sending in your comment in the comment section below, or by sending in your text message on the number showing on your screen. Let's continue with our show. As the ECSL Bull ends nominations for the main opposition party, the All People's Congress Party in the Bull District, our reporter Sam Sambuya conducted an interview with the publicity secretary of the All People's Congress Party, APC. Let's have a watch. That was Adikali who is the public secretary in the Southern Bowl for the All People Congress Party. And he stated that there has been nomination for members of parliament for the All People's Congress Party. And they are willing to go into this year's election with all they can, as they are now ready and everything is set for their party. He is assuring the people of both that the All People's Congress Party will be representing them in parliament with their concerted effort. And he made this statement saying that the Bow district deserves more, and they only deserves more under the flagship of the All People's Congress Party members of parliament. And they want to assure the people of Bow that if their party members are elected, they will represent that particular district. And also, moving away from that, we've seen wherein in Kono, the leading of this SLPP party has conducted their members of parliament who are to represent them. And we have seen wherein a young man by the name of who will be representing the SLPP party, and he was interviewed by a regional reporter in Kono by the name of Sylvester Aruna. Let's have a watch for this interview.
Of course, good evening and welcome to CTN program, live program. And I am Sylvester Aruna. Can you please introduce yourself to our listeners?
Good evening, Mr. Sylvester and the moderator. I'm Combat Stephen Queen, MP aspirant, constituency 028 comprises Kamara, Fiama, and Bensekando.
All right, he is Kobaku, as you heard from him, and he's one of the aspirants for constituency 028, and he has been awarded the symbol. And you've been one of the youngest aspirant for the CLS People's Party, and you are going for the seat come 2023 June 24th. Can you tell us more about what makes you, as the youngest man, to vie for this position?
Well, yes, indeed, I'm one of the youngest man, as you rightly say, because I have another young lady with me that has been awarded the symbol for another constituency. So I believe we have vision, we have a passion for our people. We've been seeing our people going down the drain. So as young as I am, I decided to come into this political race because I want to liberate my people. I want to change the lives of my people. I want them to feel
Nominated SLPP member of parliament. But we want to take back the video of the All People's Congress Party publicity secretary, who is Alik Adikali Suma, and he was interviewed by our reporter Sam Yangbuba. Let's have a watch with that interview conducted by Sam.
CTN Africa. CTN Africa. CTN Africa.
Mommy say put me online now. I need education, I need information and news. TDN will let you know. We bring you entertainment, we bring you the people's view. We don't just do the talk, we verifying before reporting. We don't just do the talking, we verifying before reporting. In independence and credibility, that's why we are here to bring you unbiased news. We believe in independence and credibility, because we are here to bring you unbiased news. Children Africa, media. Children Africa.
A technical problem there, but we shall bring you that particular interview conducted by Sam as we move along in the program. And we've come to wherein Sierra Leone will soon decide who will be the president of the nation. And we've seen wherein nominations has been concluded by these political parties and their candidate has been certified, and they will be running in for the presidential position and also for the members of parliament. For the members of parliament, as we all know, it will be conducted through the PR system. That is the proportional representative system. And this time, the people will no longer be able to select their party, select members of their party who will be representing them. And also, these members will not be directly responsible to their members of their particular community, as these members of parliament, let me say parliamentarians, will be directly responsible to their party. And this has created a lot of chaos, and people has had their different opinions concerning the PR system. But party members have assured the people of Sierra Leone of their commitment to the communities around the countries. And with regards to the PR system, the members of parliament will be announced after the presidential result. And we all know the presidential candidate which has been selected by the different political parties will represent their party in the June 24th elections. And as Sierra Leone decides, we are hoping for a free and fair elections come June 24th. And as a media outlet or a media institution, we'll be bringing you live coverage of the June 24th elections. Let's have a break, and when we come in, we'll continue with our show.
TN Africa. TN Africa. Media. TN Africa. Media.
Mommy say put me online now. I need education, I need information and news. TDA will let you know. We bring you entertainment, we bring you the people's view. We don't just do the talk, we verifying before reporting. We don't just do the talking, we verifying before reporting. In independence and credibility, that's why we are here to bring you unbiased news. We believe in independence and credibility, because we are here to bring you unbiased news. Children Africa, media. Children Africa.
And if you're joining us, you can send in your comments in the comment section below, or by sending in your text message on the numbers showing on your screen. We continue with our program, and we are just a month and some weeks away to our general elections. And this particular election, the June 24th election, is quite different from the previous elections that have been conducted in the country. And so many measures have been put in place by the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, which is the ECSL. And we know that a time frame was given for people to collect their ID cards, and that particular time frame has elapsed, and the ECSL is encouraging Sierra Leoneans to collect their particular ID card in the ECSL headquarters across the country. And we are hoping for a full turnout of voters in this year's election, as so many requirements has been set by the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, and also seen wherein people who has been disqualified from contesting in this year's election. And we've seen some political parties that conducted in the last election are no longer participating in this year's election. And for some positions like the presidential and the mayoral position of the National National Grand Coalition, which is the NGC party, will not be contesting for the presidential position and also the mayoral position, because they've joined alliance with the Sierra Leone People's Party. And the alliance was conducted weeks ago, wherein it was conducted at the Bentumani Hotel. And they are joining force with the Sierra Leone People's Party for this particular election. We've seen wherein their party chairman, who is Dr. Yumkela, has been actively campaigning for President Bio and the SLPP party for the position of the president and the mayoral position. And also, as for the APC party, we've seen wherein they've chosen their flag bearer, who is now the presidential candidate, Dr. Samura Kamara, together with his running mate, who is Honorable Chai Koko, who is once a member of Parliament of the All People's Congress Party, and also he was deputy head of Parliament. And we've seen other political parties have also put out presidential candidates who are females, and we've seen, and this is quite interesting, as we'll be having a presidential candidate that will be running in this year's election. And people have been calling for active participation of women in politics, which is quite interesting. And also we've seen activists and people calling for a greater representation of women in politics. And for the nomination of the members of parliament, it will go like this, wherein the political parties, out of the 10 people or members of parliament, they will be having one female who will represent their party. And we've seen that has been displayed by the All People's Congress Party and also the Sierra Leone People's Party and other parties in general. And for the members of parliament, we've seen wherein independent candidates have been coming for them to be elected as members of parliament in the next parliament. And we also know that the parliament will receive the annual report when eventually we've had the next president. And the next president will usher in the new members of parliament. And as we draw closer to the June 24th election, we want to give advice to people that are watching us presently that the elections will be free from violence, and we want people on the June 24th to cast their votes and return to their houses and stay glued to their TV set or to their radio, as we will bring you live coverage of that particular event. I don't know if our video is ready. We want to bring you that particular video in case if it's ready. But let's continue with the program. As I was saying, the June 24th election is drawing closer, and we want to advise people out there that they should refrain or proscribe themselves from violence, and people or any politicians should not come to them for their support, saying that they should be engaged in violent activities, as if you're involved in violent activity or trying to disrupt the electioneering process, you will eventually be handed over to the police, and necessary actions will be taken by the police. And also, we've seen wherein the ECSL has put out a notice, or it is there in their particular act, wherein people engage in riotous conduct or violence will face the full penalties of the law, as we want the election to be free, fair, and violent. Because over the years, we've seen wherein previous elections has been resulting to violent activities, but in this year's election so far, we've seen that has been minimized, and we hope that from now on to the period leading towards the elections, and even after the elections, Sierra Leoneans will conduct themselves peacefully as we move ahead, because at that time, we shall be having our president and next president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. And this particular election, we've seen wherein the foreign bodies or the international bodies have talked or held meetings with political parties and ensuring them of their support, and also advising them to talk to their members on how to conduct themselves. And I guess this has been transmitted to their party members, as the two leading candidates are calling for a peaceful elections in the country. And they are also ensuring Sierra Leoneans and international bodies that the particular elections will be free, fair, and peaceful. And we've seen wherein there has been bans of rallies put out by the PPRC, saying that there has been bans on political rallies. And this has made people to give their opinion, saying that it will not be interesting if they have put a ban on rallies. And they also said that rallies should go on, but we are yet to see that as we move ahead towards the June 24th elections. And talking about making the election interesting, as TDN Africa Media has been bringing you the voices of Sierra Leoneans expressing their concerns towards the elections in a program, Waiting the People Say, and also other programs that has been conducted by the TDN Africa Media. You can see that people has been expressing their dissatisfaction, and also they has been expressing their willingness to adhere to the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone rules and regulations that has been put out by them. But one interesting thing that has been going on social media is between the two political parties. They have been campaigning actively on social media, and for the people that are presently using social media, they have seen wherein political parties, members, or politicians has been expressing themselves, and also they have been assuring Sierra Leoneans, and the two main political parties have been coming together saying that they will eventually become victorious in this year's elections. And both political parties are certain that they will emerge victorious. But we are yet to see who will win this particular election. And as a media outlet, we'll bring you live reports in this year's election. We'll bring you independent, credible, and balanced reporting, as we'll bring you all the things that you need to know in this particular general elections as we move along. We have some of our programs coming up, which is the Salon Talk, that gives you details about everything that has been happening in the country, and also the breakfast show, which comes up every Mondays to Fridays on our Facebook and YouTube Live with our presenters. And also we have the elections program, which will give you live reports from things happening in the country, and also reports will be coming in the regions as well, as we have our reporters who are placed in the different districts in the country, and they will be giving us reports as we engage in this particular election. And now our video is ready, as we've seen our reporter Sam Yanguba conducted an interview with the publicity secretary of the All People's Congress Party, which is the APC party. Let's have a watch and we'll be back.
Regional Publicity Secretary for the mighty, indomitable All People's Congress Party in the Southern region.
So today we see the Electoral Commission Sierra Leone. What you can do? Thank you very much. You know, say election is a process. We go into the June 24, 2023 multi-tier election at the Republic of Sierra Leone. So today, na the day of the APC for can nominate with candidates the way they go as honorable members of parliament under the proportional representation system. And today, now we don't get 12 seats in about the seat. Out of that 12 there, we forget the number 1 and the number 2, where the second are. So now 24 people there we can nominate now about the seat, when an area of 5,467.647 kilometers square. Where we get 42 wards in Abodi Street, where we get 16 chiefs on Abodi Street, where comprises of Baja, Bagbo, Bagbe, Bauma, Bopegao, Bojama, Bongo, Kakua, Komba, Lubunyawa, Lenga, Serenga, Tikonko, Valina, and Wonde. They're all present here today for can nominate. We honorable there, where they represent me for the June 24, 2023 parliamentary election about. So what do they expect from them people where nominating? What do they expect from them people there? Now for all the nooks and crannies of body street, make sure say they campaign to the people there, then tell them the reason why they need for vote for them, for law we can with national cohesion, law we can with integration, law will pacify all the 16 tribal ethnic groups and the Republic of Sierra Leone, for so say Sierra Leone, we are one country, we are one people, irrespective of your tribe, irrespective of your region, irrespective of your linguistic attire, any side where you go, you are a Sierra Leonean. So for we, Sierra Leone matters and Sierra Leone come first. Somebody will listen go say this is not a stronghold for SLPP. What do you get for tell that possibility? Well, thank you very much. The stronghold, as you say, yes, you can talk so, and a stronghold. But the people there, where they go cast them ballot vote. Now then get for substantiate, now then get for authenticate the party where they need for vote for. Amidst the untold suffering of the country, the poverty, the hiking of prices, the economic decay, the trypanosomiatic economy we get, the epileptic economy, hunger, poverty, starvation, and joblessness. Now in the people of Sierra Leone get for see and cast the candidates of their choice. This is not about SLPP. This is not about APC, but this is about rescuing our drowning economy in the Republic of Sierra Leone.
Okay, finally, how will I don't prepare APC for go to State House after June 2023?
Well, thank you very much. Now the process we don't depend. So, you know, so the constitutional mandate of the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, now for make sure say, then conduct a peaceful, free, fair, transparent, credible.
That was Adikali Ali Suma, who is the publicity secretary of the All People's Congress Party in Bo District. And he was speaking to our reporter, Sam Yankuba, who stated that the nominations for the All People's Congress Party of members of parliament has been concluded, and they now have their members of parliament, have people who will represent them in parliament if they are elected. And we want to take another report, and this one is from Kono wearing Sylvester Aruna, who is TDN's Africa media reporter, who brought in this interview conducted with a nominated SLPP aspirant for member of parliament in the constituency 028. Let's have a watch.
Of course, good evening and welcome to TDN program, live program. And I am Sylvester Una. Can you please introduce yourself to our listeners?
Good evening, Mr. Sylvester and the moderator. I'm Combustible Queen, MP aspirant, constituency 028 comprises Kamara, Fiama, and Vincent Kando.
All right. He is Kombaku, as you heard from him, and he's one of the aspirant for constituency 028, and he has been awarded the symbol. And you've been one of the youngest aspirant for the Sierra People's Party, and you are going for the seat come 2023 June 24th. Can you tell us more about what makes you as the youngest man to vie for this position?
Well, yes, indeed, I'm one of the youngest man, as you rightly say, because I have another young lady with me that has been awarded the symbol for another constituency. So I believe we have vision, we have a passion for our people. We've been seeing our people going down the drain. So as young as I am, I decided to come into this political race because I want to liberate my people. I want to change the lives of my people. I want them to feel their benefit, their profit. I want them to realize what they've lacked for the past years. So that's my motive of coming into this political arena.
All right, bringing you back to some of the things you were just saying. These are some of the words normally politicians do say, that like coming into the game, they will say like we want to bring changes. And you as a young man, as you were saying, like you've gone through and you've seen some of the things that have been happening, and you want to how what is the percentage? What is the rate you want to rate yourself for your constituency?
Rating myself from where to where, 10 to or 100 to
It's 100%.
100%. I will rate myself 85 because my people have started seeing my action when I was struggling, trying to get the symbol. They saw what I did for them. They saw my impact. They knew that I'm the right person for this particular seat.
So if I can say, it's like you want to tell me like you've been with your people at your community.
That was the honorable aspirant Comeback Q, who is an aspirant for the Sierra Leone People's Party. They are speaking with reporter Sylvester Aruna. Mr. Q is one of the 5 people that will be representing the Sierra Leone People's Party, and this is his first appearance in election process, as he spoke with our reporter Sylvester Aruna in that particular interview, saying that he's ready, even though this is his first time conducting in an election, and is open for him to be elected as one of the members of parliament under the Sierra Leone People's Party in constituency 028 in the Kono district. And over the years, we've seen wherein the Kono district has been a key district that has been decider in our national elections. And in this year's election, it will be very interesting, as we've seen people from a particular political party as transferred to another political party, and we've seen one of the then outstanding member of parliament in that particular district who represented the Kono district, in that person of Emerson Lamina, who was a member of the C4C party, has now been transferred to the Sierra Leone People's Party, and Emerson Lamina has been nominated also for the member of parliament under the Sierra Leone People's Party in the June 24th elections. And also other members of parliament has transferred to the All People's Congress Party as well. So now it will be interesting as the Sierra Leone People's Party and the All People's Party locked horns on who will eventually win the seats of parliament in that particular district. And not only that particular district, in other districts as well, as we've seen political party members engaging the people in the regional district, and these political parties has been concentrating in regional district in terms of campaigns. And the SLPP and the APC party have both been campaigning in the southern region and also in the northern region as well. And we've seen wherein key members has been helping them in terms of this particular campaign they have been embarking on. And talking about political party members helping them, we've seen wherein the former vice president under the All People's Congress Party in the President Nkrumah's regime, who is Honorable Victor Fo. Victor Fo has been transferred or has defected to the All People's Congress Party. We've seen wherein he has been campaigning for the Sierra Leone People's Congress Party, wherein he has been campaigning for them in the Potloko district, together with the former information minister in President Nkrumah's led government under the APC party. And we've seen wherein he also has been defected to the Sierra Leone People's Party. And Potloko district, what Alpha Khan, who is very key and instrumental in that district, has also been campaigning for the Sierra Leone People's Party. As we all know, Alpha Khan was once an information minister under President Nkrumah, and also he was appointed as an advisor to President Bio. And we've seen now finally he has defected to the Sierra Leone People's Party. And we also have key members of the APC party that defected in the 2018 election. In that 2018 election, we've seen key members of the SLPP party defected to APC party. And the same has been applied in this year's election. And they have been actively campaigning in the regional district. As Sierra Leone decides in the June 24 election, we once more want to acknowledge the political parties, their leaders, and their supporters in trying to ensure peace and also trying to conduct themselves in the manner at which is acceptable by all. And they have been advising their members to stay calm and respect the measures put out by the Electoral Commission and also by the PPRC, saying that they should conduct themselves in a manner which has been set by them. And we want to plead on these institutions that are involved in conducting these particular elections, that as people are craving for free, fair election, and also as they themselves are calling for elections to be peaceful and violence-free, we, as a media institution, will be bringing you live coverage in our different programs, as we'll be having the elections programs which will be conducted by the presenter, Mr. Amadou, and also in our subsequent programs like the breakfast show, which comes up every Mondays to Fridays, as we bring you things that has been happening in the country the previous day, and also breaking events. As we all know, things in the latter days, things has been happening. And as we are presently in the raining season, we want to advise people that are residing in the slum areas to be very courteous of their environment, and also in case for those people that are residing near trees, we are pleading, or we are asking them to trim down their particular trees, and for us not to have any incident of disaster, as we have heavy winds that are presently blowing at night. And we've seen these winds has been destroying houses and also roofs of houses. And we saw the National Disaster Management Agency said that 15 people has been reportedly dead across the country so far. And as of yesterday, we had heavy floods of rain in the capital, wherein the capital was faced with heavy floods, like drainages were flooded with water, and people were not able to go to their different working places or their places of work. And also, yesterday it was difficult for the school-going children, as there were no transportation, and vehicles were not able to road the streets of Freetown, as we are having heavy winds that was blowing. And we advise people during the course of the raining season to be at a place wherein they know that it's safe, and also they will take their time and listen to whatever thing that has been happening. And also I implore you all to listen to our different programs. Well, this is all for today for the breakfast show, and Join us tomorrow for the Breakfast with TDN. I've been your presenter and your host. My name is Franklyn Williams, and special thanks to our different reporters across the country for sending in their interviews. Stay tuned and join us tomorrow.
TDN Africa. TDN Africa. TDN Africa.
Mama say put me online now. I need education, I need information and news. TDN will let you know. We bring you entertainment, we bring you the people's view. We don't just do the talk, we verifying before reporting. We don't just do the talking, we verifying before reporting. In independence and credibility, that's why we are here to bring you unbiased news. We believe in independence and credibility, because we are here to bring you unbiased news.
TDN Africa. TDN Africa. TDN Africa.
Mama say put me online now. I need education, I need information and news. TDN will let you know. We bring you entertainment, we bring you the people's view. We don't just do the talk, we verifying before reporting. We don't just do the talking, we verifying before reporting. In independence and credibility, that's why we are here to bring you unbiased news. We believe in